We are live, baby.
Good morning to you. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good morning to you.
Hey, how you doing? Baby, what you getting into? I don't know what your name is or what your claim is, girl, but I ain't leaving without you. That's a kidnapping song.
You see what I gotta go through? You see this? Do you see
Y'all
this?
know the jam.
We are going to talk about our topic. We do have a topic today.
We do have a topic. What did you learn by that?
What did you learn from that? And we're going to talk it out. We're going to chop it up. We'll find out a little bit more, but we will be right back in a moment.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. That's right. Like. Thank you for joining. You know what you do when you show up. You get in here, let us know you're here, and take a second to share, comment, and like, so that the people who know you can know what you are doing and come and hang out with us. If you're not already, be a part of the Empowerment Circle. Just go to bit.ly/empowerment2021. We'll connect with you. You'll get the latest and greatest of what's going on in our circle, and you will get some news you can use.
Now, today is Monday. Which means we just had a weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. And I'm hoping you'll be willing to share with us some of the cool stuff about your weekend, about your past weekend.
Yes.
And we do have a topic for today.
What'd you learn?
What'd you learn from that? But we also want to talk about, I made a post today. And it was a picture of me with a rainbow and the word Monday in the rainbow. Happy.
Monday.
When you do a Bitmoji search and you put in the word Monday, guess who's back in town?
Dr. Deborah, I'm glad you're back in your own. Yes.
Did the rain stay until you got home?
Yup.
Because she prayed for the rain to stay out of her way.
Yup.
Anyway, I posted today, Monday, the most important day of your work week. Ask me why. No one has asked me yet, but if people like it, they comment on it. I mean, they're clicking it, reacting to it.
Why is Monday the most important day of your work week?
I think Monday is the most important day of your work week because Mondays set the pace for your week.
It absolutely does. And look how we have on this fantastic Monday morning the second-time author of the Empowerment Family, Brittany Thomas.
Yes, we did. Yesterday, we got a chance to deliver her proof copy of her second book. The book is titled, Don't Let the Wheelchair Fool Ya. We got a chance to visit with Brittany and her mom, and it was a really nice time. Always a nice time when we deliver a book.
Absolutely. Shout it out, Brittany. We are so proud of you. And you can still order Brittany's books at brittany'sbeads.company.site. And so what did it teach you? Whatever the it was, whether the it was traumatic, whether the it was fantastic, whether the it was unexpected, every it that you have ever been through in your life, big or small, has taught you something.
It's a good question to yourself. What did you learn from that?
Yes. I saw yesterday a gentleman who is a very vocal about some traumas that he has gone through in his youth, and in it he has overcome some serious things, like he overcame suicide. He is in the process of depression, I believe now, because some of the things that he still asks sounds as if he has not finished understanding what it was that he was to gain and learn from it. He still resents it. And shout it out, if you have come to a place not that you embrace what you went through, but that you have begun to process and release that resentment.
Or able to pick out some lessons.
Because you have learned that there are some lessons in it. Let me know. Just put lessons learned in the comments for me. Just hashtag lessons learned. But it sounded like there were some lessons that he still had not finished mining through. And I continue to pray for that young man.
Ms. Vivian, I'm happy to see you today. We was looking for you Friday. We had some stuff to say to her on Friday and she didn't show. And now I can't remember what I wanted to tell you on Friday. I think I woke up with you on my mind or something, and I wanted to tell you about it.
Yay, good morning. That's right. Lessons learned. So lessons learned. What did you learn? Here's the thing. As I look back over my life, that's another song. As I look back over my life and I think things over, I can truly say that I've been blessed. I got a testimony. But as I look back over my life, I certainly know that there are things that I would not necessarily wish on anybody else, but the lessons that I learned from them, I have to say I would not have learned them without that experience. So while I wouldn't want someone else to have to go through that, I would have to say that the experience taught me some things about myself. It taught me that I have resilience. It taught me I have, Blaguyver, like I can make something out of nothing. From the movie that we saw.
Yeah, we saw a movie. We saw 2 movies this weekend together.
We saw the movie Losers. It was a really interesting
The
movie.
Losers. It was
The
on
Losers.
Netflix.
Yeah.
And we also went to the theater. We hadn't been inside a theater in a couple of years, I think.
We went to this theater and we saw Respect.
Yep, the Jennifer Hudson, Aretha Franklin biopic.
Mm-hmm. But there may be some things that you have been through in your life that I think the young man, the way he was indicating is that he had wished he had never gone through them. And I think that I can understand that. But when you learn something about yourself that you realize you could not have learned if it were not for that experience, you begin to release some of that resentment.
As I was listening to you say that, Lisa, a thought occurred to me, that the stuff we went through that you would not wish on anybody else, but it helped you to become the person that you are today.
Right.
Do you feel it's a responsibility of yours that you've gone through these things to teach it or or help somebody else?
Absolutely.
I mean, a responsibility, because one of the responsibility could be just for yourself, or it could be for someone else.
Yeah, it was never just for myself. The severity of the circumstance, the weight of the process was never just for myself.
Okay.
Because it couldn't have been, because I don't think that I would have taken such strides is not even a strong enough word. I would not have taken the responsibility as seriously if it was just for me.
That's amazing. And I hope everyone has a similar thought when it comes to the it's that you go through. Brittany Thomas says, good morning, beautiful people. Dr. Deborah says, congratulations to you, Brittany. And Brittany said, the it's in my life have brought me now restoration and healing and a sense of wholeness. And Brittany says, thank you. Yesterday, as we were sitting there with Brittany and her mom in their living room in Concord, North Carolina, and I asked Brittany, because I always find it interesting. I think authors become something, whether the book never sells a single copy. I think they become something as they're going through the process of idea to book actually in your hand. And I asked Brittany, and it's so easy to forget that she's just 24. But I said, Brittany, what did you become during this process? And the 2 books, what has it taught you? And her answer to me was so brilliant. She said that the first book was a place of was coming from a place of healing, and releasing and healing. But this second book was coming from a place of healed, past tense, and fun, and life. And the way she said it, man, I was sitting there thinking, wow, what a beautiful, beautiful journey she's been on.
Absolutely. So what have you learned is what we're talking about today. And we'll be putting lots and lots of context in and around that.
Yes. Good morning, Glenda.
Good morning, Glenda. Along with celebration again, once again for Brittany and releasing her second Empowerment Publishing and Multimedia
How
book.
cool is that?
Don't let the wheelchair fool you.
And even the picture of Lisa and Brittany, that picture right there, I think says so much. You know, publisher and author sitting there, and don't let that wheelchair fool you. I think I like the picture and I like the moment.
Her subtitle, Overcoming Obstacles to Greatness, is really the joy that comes from this book.
Now, go ahead.
This book helps you to see that though there may be some things going on in your life, if you look at the things that you have and that you can do, you can actually find and experience so much joy. And you can take that journey along with the caricature Brittany and in and through all that she has done. And it is a really, really exciting.
I can't wait for some teenage girl to get a copy of Don't Let the Wheelchair Fool You. Some teenage girl that's actually in a wheelchair. I think that book is for her, you know, and I can't wait for her to pick up that book and experience that with my sister, Brittany. Good job, Brittany. And this is going back to the point, Lisa. When you go through it, or when you have an it in your life, do you feel a responsibility to tell others the lessons you've learned? Or are you just going to keep the lesson to yourself and do better with it? Say, okay, I learned that. I'm not going to do that no more. I've learned from that lesson. I'm going to do better now because I know that. That's great. I think that's great. But do you feel a responsibility to share the lessons?
That's what I learned through reading the book. And I'm not in a wheelchair, but I do believe that there were so many lessons of look at what you have, look at what you are, look at where you are, and then listen for a quick second. And this is just what I heard. Listen for a quick second of why you can't do it and who says you can't and all that. Just for a quick second, don't stay there, and then go do it. Mm-hmm. Go do it.
Good morning, Mark Greer. Mark Greer is another one who doesn't keep any lessons to himself. He shares what life has taught him in a way that you can digest it, learn from, and feel better because you took the lesson. Good job, Mark. Yep. So how was your weekend, for one? And what did you learn from that? What did you learn from that? What did it teach you? That's what we're talking about today.
The it.
The it.
What is the it? The it can be good, bad, or indifferent. But in all honesty, every moment of our lives, there is something that is being conveyed that we can extricate some wisdom and some knowledge from, whether or not it's from our own lives or even if it's from someone else's lives. When we read things, when we watch things, when we take information from, we can learn from someone else's experiences as well.
Now, on Friday night, we went, a friend of ours, a very good friend of ours, close friend of ours, had her 47th birthday, and we went to dinner together. And it was 17, 18 people there for her dinner at a restaurant. And we had dinner, everything was nice. Then when after dinner, we went to the movies. And the movie we saw was on its opening night, Respect, Jennifer Hudson's version of Aretha Franklin's life. Now, we both enjoyed the movie a great deal. But the thing was, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, we saw the Hulu documentary called Aretha. And it was like several episodes, okay? And we watched that whole thing.
Intently,
yes. We watched Aretha on Hulu, and it was amazing. It was great. The actress was great. And they put in a lot of content because they had several episodes to cover a lot of stuff. The movie did not have the time to cover everything that the docudrama series had time to cover. So because we had seen that, we were able to fill in some of the gaps that the movie left, okay? But if you want to see Jennifer Hudson sing Aretha Franklin songs, this is the movie for you, okay? If you want to take a walk down memory lane with the history of these songs and the life events from MLK, from before that, from moving from the South, the Great Flight, moving from the South up to the North, and then the Wahites leaving the cities, the Great Flight. This will take you on that journey. Civil rights, but mostly the life of Aretha and her sisters and her dad's relationship and her men in her life relationships. So would I recommend you go see it? Yes. Yes, I would. So that was one movie we saw. We also, Lisa mentioned it earlier, we watched the movie called The Losers. This movie was made in 2010, but it happened to be on Netflix. And we watched that Saturday night or last night?
Last night.
Was it last night?
Yes.
And interspersed with that, I had great meals inside the house and out. My wife cooked. Yes, you did. Made us a killer salad.
Did we eat
steak.
out at all this weekend?
Friday we ate out, baby.
Oh, we ate out at the birthday, right?
Yes.
Right.
But you made us a beautiful salad before we did anything on Saturday evening with shrimp and steak in the same salad, y'all. It was good.
That was Sunday.
No, that was not Sunday, baby. It wasn't. It was Saturday. Okay. So how was your weekend?
Glenda says she saw the docudrama too. Jennifer has a big voice and she wants to hear about that one. Which one do you want to hear about? I don't know. You gotta help me, Miss Vivian, because I'm all mixed up right now. Dr. Deborah says I learned a lot of lessons from my its. They have unveiled my purpose. God has given me beauty for ashes. Amen.
Glenda says I saw the docudrama too. Jennifer has a big point. Yeah, she saw it as well. You know that all the episodes, the movie does not cover what the episodes cover. Vivian
wants to hear about The Losers. The Losers. Oh. I enjoyed The Losers, actually.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I did. It was an action movie. It was a lot of action. It was a lot of unrealistic stuff, but that was fun.
Idris Elba's in it, y'all. Okay,
yeah, but he didn't have a big,
but he's still a badass in the movie.
Yeah, he was a bad guy, a badass in the movie. Absolutely,
he had a big role. He was in the story.
He was, but I don't know,
especially near the end.
Yeah, whatever. When Christopher, what's his name? The one that was in Cadillac Records.
Oh yeah, I don't know the guy's name, but I know you're talking about. Yes.
I enjoy him.
You enjoyed him?
Yes, I always enjoy him, no matter what he's in. I enjoy him. And I liked what's her name? Zoe Saldana in the movie. She was good.
She was confusing to me.
She was confusing. Well,
she was a good girl, bad girl, good girl, bad girl. Kept going back and forth between doing good and bad, even to the very end.
Like most people. Like most people are not all 100% good or bad. Like most women? I heard that. Oh my goodness. But anyway, that was good. And then this morning I got up and I actually set my alarm for 6:45 before I went to bed last night, and I jumped up and got ready to walk at 7:00. Did my 30-minute walk, my 30-minute exercise with Evan and the crew. I actually used my elliptical this morning.
You got the crew now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
A lot of us.
That's nice. That's nice.
I got the elliptical and I'll be back on tonight at 7:00 p.m. and looking forward to seeing whoever decides to walk out. I don't know if I'll be on the bike, the elliptical, or the treadmill, but we'll get some sweat going, get that glow going tonight at 7 p.m.
Amen. And tonight, I'm doing my class. This will be session 3 of the Sales Confidence course. It's a 5-week curriculum. Next curriculum starts September the 6th. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that.
And shout it out, ladies, tomorrow night is Women Empowerment Networks at 7 p.m. I'm going to have to ask Evan if he can cover the walk at 7 or if I'll do it a little bit early. But at 7 p.m., we'll get together to see what progress you've made from the first of the month.
And Male Empowerment Networks is tomorrow as well, on the 1st and the 3rd Tuesday of every single calendar month. And actually, this is an early month for having the first Tuesday on the 16th, on the 17th. Wow.
Yeah, anyway. Well, the first of the month was at the first of the. It was on the 3rd.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the third Tuesday of the month. The first and third Tuesday, we hang out with you guys face to face on Zoom. So if you want to join, you just click on the link. It's up there somewhere. I don't know. Glenda said, I will see you this evening. I did this morning too. Cool, Glenda. You're gonna walk it out. Walk it out.
Now, also this Wednesday at 2 p.m. I am hosting, in my career as a sales confidence coach. See, you haven't got the shirt that says so sales coach, but I worked with a lot of different industries that are in the service-based industries, something that's not a product, not a car, not a bar of soap. Service-based coaching, consulting, finances, real estate can be considered a service, speaking or being an author. I've helped all kinds of industries. And there's a lot of my work, a lot of sales in general is communicable, completely communicable. It works from one industry to the next, to the next, to the next. But within every single industry, there are some things that are peculiar. There are some things that are exclusive to that industry. So I've started a series called the 4 Only series. And the first class is going to be this Wednesday at 2 p.m. for real estate professionals only. That's real estate agents, realtors, appraisers, all of those things. Next week, Wednesday, is going to be for only coaches and consultants.
If you know a real estate agent, you will like to have them to attend the event on this Wednesday at 2 p.m.
It's a free event.
Please connect them. It's a free event. Mm-hmm. Those who already know the content that Brian provides knows that it will be chock full of value and it will be immediately actionable. Even the free version.
Yes, it will.
So you want to get those that you love who are in real estate and would like to go further, faster, better to the class.
My son-in-law is young in real estate. He's so excited about coming to this thing on Wednesday. Mark Greer said that it confirmed there is still more for me to give and more for me to do. When you fully embrace the power you have to impact people in a positive way, simply by the words you speak, it brings a smile to your face because it confirms a difference can be made. In doing so, the positive impact we have on others means we live forever. I love it. We live forever through our positive impact. Lisa's going to live forever through her positive impact. Absolutely. I am going to live forever through my positive impact. You can live forever through your positive impact. Thank you for that contribution, Brother Mark.
And the influence that you have on others with what you share and how you share it. I know that there have been several individuals who have taken their past and allowed it to pave their future and then allowed that to be a path for someone else's future. And I'm excited to be a part of that with Empowerment Publishing and Multimedia, because a lot of the time we have to first get to the place where we understand what it was. And the coaching helps us to identify what it was or what it is that you now have, need, and want to share with others.
There was this lady that she had a regular card game with her girls on Saturday afternoons, a regular bridge game, card game. And on that Friday, she had gotten engaged, and her fiance gave her a beautiful big ring. And so she wanted to show off her ring to her girls, but she didn't want to come across as a show off. Okay. So she's there playing cards with her ring out like this here and flat, and no one is commenting on her ring. And then she goes, "Is it hot in here? I mean, it's so hot. I may have to take off my ring," finally, to get them to see her ring. Now, I said that story because I didn't mean to show off my bracelets that my son made for me, but it's hot in this room right now. I need to go get me a rag, but I may have to take off my bracelets because it's so hot in here. Made by my son, Ladarius McNeill.
Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Stephanie. Thank you guys for joining.
Is Stephanie calling them out today? She called out Melissa Price.
Good morning. We love you guys, and we love it when you join and when you shout out that you're here, or just make a comment so that we'll know that you are here. And Brittany says this show is awesome today. Well, you're probably still going to be living in the space of awesomeness.
You're flying right
for
now.
A couple of days now, and it's a wonderful place. I absolutely love that state of excitement, that state of euphoria, that state
where everything feels good
and everything is good. Like no matter what, everything is good. Oh, I broke a glass.
You You can't bring a problem to Brittany today.
You can't, not today.
Because it ain't going to be a problem.
No.
Oh, this is so terrible. I heard what you said, but I don't feel like that.
That's right. And in case you're just popping on or you're just tuning in, we had the auspicious opportunity on yesterday to drop off Don't Let the Wheelchair Fool Ya, Overcoming Obstacles to Greatness by Brittany Thomas. This is her sophomore project, and I am as excited as I can be. I was about to say I am as excited as she, but I think she is excited. We're going to have to tie a little weight to her wheelchair because she's going to float away. Brittany says, I'm living in awesomeness for the rest of my life. Go, Brittany!
For the rest of her life. She ain't going to let us limit her to no days.
That's right. Congratulations from everyone. Stephanie says, Brittany is a superstar. Yes, absolutely she is. And Michelle says, Brittany... Oh, I lost it. Oh, but Brittany, you are awesome. And Vivian is sending hearts.
This is appropriate.
Ms. Glenda is saying congratulations.
We should be celebrating her today.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We should. Miss Phyllis is here. We're so glad.
She's in physical therapy today.
Oh, well, my goodness.
We're glad that you made it
still pops on.
We're certainly glad that you made it on.
Yes, she did. So we saw 2 movies. We got a chance to visit and deliver a book. We had some great meals, and I had, a
lobotomy.
Let me tell you guys, I ordered some cigars, and I ordered like a top choice packet, a sampler, and they're phenomenal sticks in this sampler. There's 10 of them. Every one of them has been amazing. And I got 2 sticks called Lobotomy by Asylum. Asylum makes cigars. It says right on the cigar, lobotomy. Now, I looked up the word lobotomy because I thought it had something to do with the brain.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure. But what a lobotomy actually is a surgery. It's a surgery designed to alleviate pressures on the brain, typically done for people like schizophrenics and people having challenges thinking and holding thoughts like that.
It takes a piece of your brain out.
And it's very risky surgery. Okay. So, but the cigar says lobotomy. So I decided to, and I wasn't trying to fool anybody. Honestly, I wasn't. But I set up in my backyard and I made a post. I did a live. I made a post saying, I'm about to have a lobotomy. So the video comes on. I explain what lobotomy is. I show the cigar. I show the label. It says lobotomy. I turn it slow so everyone could read it, lobotomy. And some people thought it was a joke. Some people thought it was funny. Some people enjoyed it with me. Where can I get one of those? But I also had those people that says, Brian, I'm done with you. I thought you had a serious medical procedure coming up and da-da-da-da-da.
The literalists.
Huh?
The literalists.
The literalists. There's like 3, 4, 5 of them. Honestly, I wasn't trying to fool you. I was trying to enjoy my cigar.
Ms. Vivian says, Dr. Frankenstein. The movies that we saw 2 movies, Stephanie. The first movie that we saw was Respect, Jennifer Hudson's version of Aretha Franklin's biopic. Mm-hmm. And then the second one we saw together was on Sunday evening. It was
it
The
yesterday?
Losers.
Maybe I thought it was Saturday.
It was yesterday. How many days do you need? It was yesterday. Because you went out after, and I thought we would go to bed after. It was 9 something. You went out after, and you had another cigar.
Yes, I needed another one.
Whatever.
I needed some alone time, baby,
Whatever.
with my cigar to commune with my stick. What's up with Dr. Frankenstein? What's that? The movie she saw? Okay.
The lobotomy.
Oh, yeah. A must see for me. The Respect. Yeah, you do want to see it. You do want to see it.
You want to see it. You do want to see it. It was well done. It was well done. Shout out to Marlon Wayans. Oh my goodness. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed Marlon Wayans.
Needs a chat. Let me tell you,
Stephanie,
Jennifer Hudson did a great job as Aretha Franklin. But at the very end of the movie, they had actual Aretha Franklin performing. And Aretha Franklin, the real Aretha Franklin performance floored me. Even though Jennifer Hudson did a great job, but the real thing, doing her real thing was just like so impressive to me. She's saying, you make me feel like a natural woman, and she just did it all in Aretha style. Yeah, baby. Oh my God, that was amazing performance.
Yeah, I was expecting there to be a moment where Jennifer Hudson did a really balls to the wall version of Aretha because she has the chops for it, and she has the voice for it. But there was a couple of places where I thought that she was being more subdued than I would have liked.
Well, Aretha wasn't subdued in her, but she never was. She was always, when she was performing, she was performing. You know, people like Aretha, Patti LaBelle, these old school performers, the Temptations, they know how to do a show. They just know how to do it. They've learned, that's what it was. They have learned how to entertain an audience with what God has given them. They've learned how to use their voice and their body movements and their relations to they know. I saw Patti LaBelle perform twice live. And one of the times I saw her, I was really, really close to the stage. Patti LaBelle figured out a way to embrace everybody in the audience, like in a big hug. All the races, all the genders, all the sexual orientations. She was able to call them up and into her bosom early into the show, and then she was able to bless everybody through the whole show. I mean, that old lady was throwing down.
Always. Brittany says, thank you everyone for the encouragement and congratulations. Now that the birthing experience is over, I'm going through the after birthing experience. Time to do the groundwork. Amen.
And nurse your baby.
Amen.
And I'm glad you say that.
Absolutely. We'll talk a little bit about that. George says, as we were walking this morning, I told my wife that Brian is the king of telling stories.
Am I?
He wanted to know, did I just say balls to the wall? Yes, I said balls to the wall.
Did you just say? But now, when I first said those words to Lisa,
inappropriate thing?
I remember when you first heard me say it, and you was verklempt when you first heard me say it.
Really?
What did you say, Brian? I said, baby, it's an expression. And then I said it again another time. You're like, balls to the wall. And now you freely let it run out your mouth, baby. Because I remember when you first heard me say it, how you was tripping.
I don't know.
Yes, she did. Chef Rev, she said balls to the wall.
I don't know.
I learned the term in the military.
Okay. And what does it mean in the military?
It means you're willing to go through some things. Okay?
Yeah, no, but literally every figurative saying has a literal origin.
I don't know the origination of. But when they say balls to the wall, that means you going all out.
Right. That's how I thought of it.
That's what it means. You going all out. Okay.
That's how I thought of it.
Speaking of, I'm not gonna speak of balls. Okay.
To the window, to the wall.
To the window, to the wall, to the sweat.
No.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
I didn't know the words to that song, but I used to love that song until my son told me what the words were, and I stopped listening to it after that.
You still know it?
Because I wanted to
one of
say
those
it.
songs
Yes.
that we should be ashamed that we like.
That we know and that we like.
You should be ashamed of yourself for that.
Because I would be cleaning the kitchen talking about ski, 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 and my son was appalled. Michelle said balls to the walls means a lot more.
Let's go with that. So how was your weekend? I hope your weekend was good. It's 9:32 now.
And what did you learn from it?
What did you learn from that? You know, when we first came on, I had this thought. I used to tell myself, I had learned, I was 7 habits of highly effective people disciple. And it said, highly effective people teach what they learn. And that's what I did. Whatever I learned, I taught like right away because I had a Salesforce. I'd read that morning. I'd teach that morning. Same thing. And there was a concept that poor people should take rich people to lunch, right? And then you would think, why should a poor person take the rich person to lunch? They don't have the money. The rich person has the money. They should take the poor person to lunch. But why should a rich person take a poor person to lunch? What can they learn from the poor person? But the poor person can learn something from the rich person. So the poor person should take the rich person to lunch. Now, I said that to my Salesforce, and I was by far the best salesperson there. Mm-hmm. I was killing it. Okay. And I was even bragging about it too. I would say every month, I am going to outsell any two of you put together. Any of y'all want to challenge me this month? Any two of y'all, whatever y'all do together, I'm going to outdo. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I said that to them, and no one hardly ever challenged me. Okay. But I said that to them, and one guy decided, I'm going to take Brian to lunch, pick his brain. Okay. And I had a Whopper at that lunch. But that guy showed up with his notebook and his pen and his questions, and he was ready. Okay, his name was John. I remember, a white guy.
That's cool. Brittany says, or I've heard it said, grow some, and she's laughing. It means to grow up and to be mature. Absolutely, I guess that is. Balls have a lot of meaning.
Grow some balls. Grab your balls and let's get going. Okay, that means take it serious. Okay, stop being a. Let's talk about something else. But Brittany brought it up again, though. See, we was gonna let it go, Brittany, and then you brought it up again.
You brought it up. It's all yours.
But the show's called Let's Talk About It. Her name
is Lisa Santiago McNeill,
and my name is Brian K. McNeill. And this show is called Let's Talk About It. It's been going since October of 2016, Monday through Friday. Yes, we have 5 years of this. Monday through Friday, sharing with you guys. We talk about personal conversations,
business information,
and spiritual
inspiration.
That's what we talk about, with a little bit of shenanigans thrown in.
Shenanigans
a little bit, okay?
Well, there was a lot thrown in today.
Well, it should be less. So anyway, we do have an expressed ministry together. And our expressed ministry is
economic independence
through
entrepreneurship.
That's what we believe in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we talk about.
Yes.
Economic independence through entrepreneurship. You can still have a job, but we still want you to have some economic independence. And we believe that happens through entrepreneurship.
Absolutely. Shout out to Taria Hodge. I enjoyed being on her program on yesterday. We had some technical difficulties, and if you tried to tune in on Saturday, we had some technical difficulties. That's right. On Saturday, and I will be forwarding out the recording.
Okay, yes, I will break stuff down until it's broken. Now, one of the things we like to do, because some of you guys have been rocking with us for years, and some of you guys are consistent contributors to the show. This show does not work at all without you guys contributing. So we like to thank you, and the way we do that is with a greeting song or a greeting logo. Some of you guys have earned one over time. Some of you guys have one coming. Some of you guys, and the best we can, and y'all help us if we don't get it all right, okay?
And some we've missed being able to sing, like Dr. Deborah, healing and deliverance coach.
Dr. Deborah deserves her greeting song when she shows up on here. She's a consistent contributor, been rocking with us for years. Brittany Thomas is another one of those.
It's Brittany, it's Brittany, it's Brittany, Brittany Thomas, it's Brittany, it's Brittany, it's Brittany, Brittany, it's your time. It's your time, yeah.
Good morning, Glenda. Thanks for swinging through.
Thank you. And
Miss Vivian is here.
Whoa, Vivian. Vivian Reed is here. Vivian Reed is here. And now the show can go on.
Oh, good morning, Miss Vivian. How you doing? You got Brittany already? Glenda's Tate is here again. She said, good morning.
Good morning. Glenda's riding on the freeway in makeup in her pink Cadillac.
Good morning, Miss Katura Green is here. Back to life. Back to Katura Green.
However do you want it? However
do you need it?
Do you need it?
Good morning, Miss Katura Green. I hope you and Tarnish had a great weekend as well.
Absolutely.
The club philosopher, Mr. Mark Greer is here. So wide you can't get around it. So low you can't get under it. So high you can't get over it. Mark Greer is under a groove. He's getting down just for the funk of it. Mark Greer is under a groove. Nothing can stop us now. Mark, man, I can't wait for you to address an audience and have the whole audience singing that.
Good morning, Chef Rev.
Chef Rev. Why must I eat like that? Why not hire Chef Rev? He puts the good food in me. Nah. nah.
Good morning, Chef Rev.
When I start eat like that.
Stephanie, life has new meaning to me.
There is beauty up above and things we never take notice of. You wake up and Stephanie, you're in love. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Good morning to our friend Stephanie.
And yes, let's have a talk.
Has Stephanie been to the house yet?
I don't know.
Stephanie, you got to come over to the cribbo.
Do it.
Do it,
Michelle, do it.
That's right. Let's try that again. Do it, Michelle, do it. That's right. That's our girl. How you doing, girl? Did we get everybody?
I think we did. Let me do a quick scan on through. I think everybody that currently has a song has been
Jacqueline
sung.
Rosier here.
That's right. We have Miss Jacqueline Rosier. Oh, Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. So now we all can have a great day. Look at Chef Rev. He goes, at my next catering job, I'm willing to pay you guys to sing as I enter the building.
Absolutely.
All you gotta do is feed us, homie.
Glenda says she loves this song. Brittany says I dance and groove to every song.
You know, I love it. There's a few of you guys that enjoy all the songs, like Katura. She says she sings them all day.
Brother Mark says the Mothership Connection
That's
is on
the Mothership Connect. Let me tell you, man. We have a smart speaker in our home. I'm not gonna say her name, but it's Ayla, right? I said to her, I said, play George Clinton. You know, she played some young rappers out here biting George Clinton's name. I'm like, well, who the hell is this? That's not George Clinton.
There's but one.
It threw me off. It pissed me off, actually, is what it did.
Oh.
When you say George Clinton, you need to go right to the mothership. You need to Psycho Alpha Disco. Come on, stop playing.
Dr. Deborah says these songs help me to get my day started.
That's
Amen.
good. That's good.
Our time with you helps us to get our day started.
It adds a lot to our lives. When we first started doing this and committed to doing it every day, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m.
For 15 minutes.
Shouts out to Sister Demona
DeBrew.
She is largely responsible for why the show is longer than 15 minutes. Because we thought in the beginning we were going to do a 15-minute show.
And that's it.
Through Friday. And Demona was an early adopter. She was there from the beginning.
And she was like, no.
She goes, we just starting to warm up and you guys are leaving already? And she wouldn't let it go. She kept banging the hammer on us. I need to go to at least 30 minutes. And she started to make sense. Her argument got stronger. So then we said, okay, we'll go to 30 minutes. And how long did we stay at 30 minutes? Maybe a week or 2 or 3?
Mm-hmm. Chef Rev says, make my funk the P-funk.
That's right. I want to get funked up. And if you don't know nothing about funk, you have a void in your life.
You have a void in your life.
Go to YouTube and put the word funk or funk music and see what happens.
What was that, child? We had a speakers academy. Actually, we were the presidents of a chapter of Toastmasters.
Oh my goodness!
And yes, and so at one of the Toastmaster meetings, someone gave their talk, and somehow we got into the conversation of the Sugar Hill Gang. And Rapper's Delight. And everyone in our club was of a certain age, with the exception of 1 or 2.
A couple of young men. And anyway, they started off, they did some lyrics from Rapper's Delight, in their speech. Mm-hmm. And then when time for the evaluation.
Not the young man,
but when the time for the evaluations come, everybody could really rock with it because they knew the song real well. And then the young man says, I'm sorry, I never heard that song before. I don't know what it is. And
Petra? No, not Petra.
It flipped the room upside down.
It flipped the room upside down. But my favorite line of the day was, you can't get into heaven
if you don't know that song.
if you don't know Rapper's Delight.
This one lady said that
She said
can't
it just
even
as
get into
serious as you can be. You cannot even get into heaven if you don't know Rapper's Delight.
Oh my gosh.
And that moment just took me. I think it stays
If
with
you don't
me.
know, if someone starts off hip hop, hip it to me, hip hop,
and you
don't
can't finish
stop rocking
it,
to the
go
bang bang,
sit-
boogie to up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. If you
Now,
don't know
what
that
you hear is not a test. He's rapping to the beat.
you can't, if you can't flow in, if you can't roll immediately with imp to dip, the ladies pimp, the women fight for my delight. Well, I'm the grand master with the 3 MCs, and we shock the house of other young ladies. If you can't fall in anywhere in that,
Then you need to go have several seats. Michelle says a serious void. That's right.
She was talking about funk, I think.
A serious void. If you don't know any of it.
I'm going to listen to some funk music today. Now, again, we start off with Monday being the most important day of your work week. And I believe it to be true. My wife believes it to be true too, because Monday sets the pace for your week. If you want to have a good week, you need to have a good Monday. Monday is the one day that you should focus your efforts of your work week. Because what happens is Monday, if you get in your Monday and you work in a disciplined way on a Monday, I'm doing this, this, and this, and you actually do this, this, and this on Monday, the rest of the week you have a new model to follow. Yes. On Monday, I did it. I got it done on Monday. Monday, if you want to have if you ass around on a Monday, that messes up your whole week. You need to have a good Monday to have a good week.
You said if you ass around on a Monday?
Yes. Why is that funny? Why is that funny?
I don't know. It's just hilarious to me. But honestly, I think Monday does set the tone. And today's Monday, I'm grateful for, once again, for my accountability squad. Shout it out to
you started your Monday
the Black Billionaires Club. And thanks to Evan as well for some accountability. I'm going to tell you, this morning, that bed hit different. And I did not want to leave it at 6:45.
AZ's around. Okay.
He said ass around. LMAO.
Oh, yeah, ass around. Okay. Tarnez is here now, so we get to do.
Hey, Tarnez.
It goes, do it, baby. Do it, baby. Do it, baby. Do it, Tarnez. Yeah.
Brother Mark said he never learned how to swim. He can't catch the rhythm, the stroke. Why should I hold my breath feeling that I might choke?
Never learned to swim. Can't catch the rhythm of the stroke. Why should I hold my breath? Feeling like I might choke. Now that's some funk right there. Do it, baby. Do it, Tarnez, yeah. And even in that song, never learned to swim. Even the way he comes out with it.
You gotta dig in it. You gotta dig in it.
Why should I hold my breath? Feeling like I might choke. I love it. I love it. Do fries go with that shake? Come on, man. Do fries go with that shake? Love it. Dookie stick. Come on, man. Love it. Nothing but the dog getting me.
Aqua Boogie, baby.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We're gonna bring us some funk music when we get on when we go on our next trip. We'll have some funk with us. Anyway, today is Monday. Again, we believe it's important. It's 9:47. We talked about what we did this weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. Entrepreneurs, it is not a strength to work all week and to work all weekend and then to work all the next week and to work all the weekend. It is not something to pat yourself on the back about. I work every single day of the week.
There needs to be some recreation, some rejuvenation, some stop and start to allow yourself to progress.
You want to stay in the game, okay? You can't stay in the game like that. Even world-class athletes, they don't play 48 minutes every game in basketball. They don't play 60 minutes every game of football. You can't do that.
No,
Okay.
it takes 4 days to play 60 minutes of football.
Speaking of which, football is back, y'all. I have really been enjoying the NBA Summer Leagues, National Basketball Association Summer
You
Leagues.
enjoy anything with a ball in it. That's what she said.
It was too easy. It was too easy. She said, I enjoy anything with a ball in it. I could have just easily said, that's what she said. But nah, I chose to restrain myself. And Lisa said it anyway.
Brian has been forcing me. He's been tying me to a chair and making me watch Boondocks with him.
Well, yeah, I've been watching some Boondocks because it's culture. It's smart. It's intelligently done. Yes. Every now and then I got to slide some Boondocks in there.
Yeah.
Your mind needs to rest as your body needs to rest as well. Did you notice that you rest your body every day? Yes, you do. You go to sleep at night. Okay. You go to sleep in the afternoon sometimes. Okay. You do too go to sleep. And the coolest thing about sleep, I think, is sleep don't care if you want to sleep or not. Whatever. I ain't ready to go to bed yet. When your body is ready to sleep, it's going to make you go. Okay.
It's going to sleep.
And you can't say, well, I'm going to sleep extra tonight. I'm going to keep on sleep. I'm going to sleep a lot this weekend, so I don't need as much sleep on Monday. Okay. Sleep is not stored. You can't store it. Okay. No. So you can't do that either.
Now we did so on Friday we knew we were going to a considerably late movie.
There it goes.
Oh my God.
So Friday we knew we were going to go to dinner.
So we took a disco nap.
And the movie is supposed to start at
8:30.
8:30 is when it actually started because of the previews and all that stuff. But so 8:30 starting the movie. The movie's going to be 2.5 hours probably. So that's going to be late for us getting home. So we took a nap like right before dinner.
Disco nap. That's important.
Your body is your mind's clock. I always loved the study I saw it on biological clocks. They put this man in an underground bunker and they had him down there for like 30 or 60 days or something. He could watch movies, but no TV, nothing, no clocks. Okay. And he had work to do. So he could get up and he could work whenever he felt like working. He could work for as long as he felt like working. He could eat whenever he felt like eating, and he could sleep whenever he felt like sleeping. No clocks to tell him when to do it. He just did everything.
And no sunlight.
Okay. He could do everything whenever he felt like it. And what the study showed was he ended up working a lot longer than he normally would have worked. And he slept longer too. He rested better, and he worked longer when your biological clock is allowed to do its thing.
So, Brother George, he said, do you take snacks when you go to the movies? You're all in my business.
Well, that's the reason. That's what purses are for. We do hit up Dollar Tree and get a couple of things, before we go in there, because that's where the money is made in the movie theaters and concessions.
Hey,
why do I need to pay $6.75 for the same box of Whoppers that I can get for $1? Okay. Why do I need to pay $17 for popcorn? Okay. Whatever it was. So yes, we do bring snacks.
But I still buy popcorn.
But she still buys popcorn anyway.
I still buy popcorn anyway.
She buys popcorn and one large drink, but we do bring snacks in.
Yes, and I learned that from experience, and I have shared this before, but my grandmother used to take me to the movies with my cousins, and she would take us, and she would take a whole dinner in a picnic tote, right? She would take a whole dinner. As soon as we would get into the movies, we would sit in like the third or fourth row from the front, and she would begin to make plates. But the first plate went to security, because at that time they had security walking in and out. The first plate went to security, and she would go and bring him his plate, and she would say, "It's all right, go on ahead. Here you go." And he would take his plate and he would go about his business, and we would eat dinner in the movies. Chicken wings, potato salad. I mean, full cooked dinners in there. Now, I don't do that. But I do bring Whoppers and Raisinets in my purse. And then I buy my popcorn and my soda. And I have a good old time.
It's like the joke, they tried to kick me out for eating in the movie theaters. But I was like, man, it's my food. And it's been a long time since I had a barbecue. So.
Chef Brad said we are movie related.
Dr.
Lord.
Lynette snuck in here at the end. She says, I bring my big bag filled with everything. I love Ziploc bags. And at this table we sit.
Making it legit.
Because when Lynette hits the show, how you doing, Lynette? Hope you had a good weekend as well.
Absolutely. Everybody, make sure that you have a great and amazing day. Learn
today,
something,
work today.
And learn something from it.
Yes.
Learn something from it. The number of revolutions around the sun that you've made, the number of years that you've worked at that job, the number of experiences that you've had to overcome over a particular thing is often because there's a piece of wisdom nestled in it that you might be missing. Take some time to slow down so that you can speed up. I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And I'm Brian Keith McNeill.
And it's Monday. So most of all, don't forget to have sex.